and welcome to my channel. I am a mom of 3 living in the boonies or the sticks or whichever one you want to call it. I live in the middle of nowhere, homeschooling my 3 kids. I'm going to turn this way so that you guys can see my awesome mom mug. I wanted to talk to all of you about my plans for homeschooling, maybe this coming month, just what I want to do with the kids, my next curriculums that I was thinking about. I've been obsessively researching either Masterbooks or Sonlight for a curriculum for my 4-year-old, almost 5-year-old son, Noah. He's a very hyperactive boy who has a hard time sitting still. So I've been looking into either Masterbooks because they have a cute little snippet of like a story, and I like that because I think that it's just long enough to hold his attention and he asks really insightful questions about it. I wanted to try printing out their K curriculum and try it out for myself to see how he would respond to it, because I'm so tired of the hit and miss with him, and I just wanted to try before I buy. So I ended up trying it out, and I'm not even kidding, I got the best response out of Masterbooks from him than I have any other curriculum. He asked such insightful questions. It really drew him in. I was honestly surprised because being the mom, I'm like, ooh, I want this, it's all pretty, it looks nice. I guess I like things that are very visually and aesthetically pleasing. So I tend to pick the most pretty looking thing I can find. But I have a hard time trying to figure out what's going to work for the kids and what they're going to like the most. So anyways, I decided to try out Masterbooks, and it was a huge hit. So I'm thinking of getting that, which is really great because that'll be really, really good on my wallet. But I'm still stuck on whether or not I want to keep trying Sonlight, because Sonlight is very, I don't know, I like the books. I really, really like the books. And it's I know it's very good for kids' development to be reading to them often. I mean, I could read books to him still. I could get things at the library that pertain to what we're learning for science through Masterbooks and other things. So it's not like he won't be getting those things. But Sonlight's so pretty, and it has so many nice things, and it just looks so good, and but it's so expensive. So what I think I'm gonna try is I'm gonna get Masterbooks, and I'm gonna end up getting Sonlight next year if Masterbooks ends up losing its appeal. But if Masterbooks continues to be a huge hit, I'll stick with them. So I'd rather try the cheaper option first and then move on to the more expensive one, because I figure I can still get the K unit when he's in first grade or 6 years old, and it'll still be good. And he might actually need that time to be able to develop a little bit more. The sun feels phenomenal on my skin. It's so nice out here. It's just been such a long winter. I don't know where you guys live, but here we've had snow since October. We still have snow, it's melting now, but it's 60 degrees out, it's stunning, it's so beautiful. So we're gonna just be outside in the sun all day. Get that vitamin D. For my oldest son, we have decided to also go with Masterbooks. I gave him the choice. We looked at Sonlight units for science. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use Bookshark, and instead of doing it 4 days a week, I've decided to do it only 2 days a week, and we're doing that because we want to have it last longer. So I want it to go on 2 years instead of 1, because he's not even at the age group that he's doing for level G. He's only 10 years old, and I believe it starts at 11 or 12. So I figure if we do it 2 years in a row, it'll be fine. So he's set for history for the next 2 years. What I was looking at is science, because he's having a hard time kind of going through their science curriculum, and I know it's just because he's losing interest with it, but we're gonna keep going and powering through. We're gonna do it double up. So we're doing it only 2 days a week, But what I'm going to do is double it up so he's doing 2 lessons in one day. That way he's going to continue to do it the full course. He already picked out his curriculum for science. I asked him and I said, what do you want to do for science next year? And I showed him Masterbooks curriculums that are age appropriate. And then I showed him the Sonlight that is age appropriate. And he immediately said he wanted the Masterbooks. So I know Masterbooks is a little bit more workbooky, but I think that maybe he likes that more. I'm not concerned about his reading because he reads all the time for, you know, recreation. So I'm not really concerned about him getting enough reading in and all that other fun stuff. So anyways, he ended up picking out 2 curriculums for science. We're probably going to rotate them. So if he gets a little bored with one, we're just going to rotate to the other one. Just because trying to keep my boy's attention with things is pretty hard. I picked out level 6 for his 6th grade year. And I got writing strands, so I'm hoping that that's going to help with him, and we will accommodate as necessary so he can type it out or use his laptop, or I can actually write it out for him to help accommodate for his dysgraphia. It's kind of a pain to do that, but it's necessary because, you know, it's how he is. So we'll do other things like focusing on strengthening his core and focusing on just doing penmanship and that fun stuff. But I'm not going to go crazy about him actually writing. He can type out essays. He can do all those other things as needed. It's not a huge deal. For math, he is doing Right Start Math still. But when they run out of options for Right Start Math, I'm probably going to switch him over to Masterbooks because he'll end up starting algebra and everything. They look pretty good. I know people say that it's pretty slow, but I believe the first 6 weeks is all review, and they're more of a gentle approach to math. He learns math very quickly, so we might end up skipping around a little bit. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to go, but I mean, it's into the future because he also needs to complete 1 more course book of Right Start Math, so I'm not too worried about that. So to sum it up, language arts and science, he is going to do Masterbooks, Bookshark for history, Right Start Math for math, and then for my son Noah, the 4-year-old, we're going to do Masterbooks for language arts and potentially math. I still haven't decided yet because I really love the good and the beautiful math. So I might get it just to test it eventually, but we're going to finish the kindergarten math first and then we'll see. But we're definitely going to get the LA for Masterbooks because the LA for the good and the beautiful is going at a pace that he's just not ready for. He needs it to be like a weekly lesson of 1 letter. So we'll just do that instead. And then for science, I'm going to get Masterbooks. I think it's the Adventures of, what is it called? The Adventure series. I forget what it's called. But I'll get him the Adventure series because it seems like it's more hands-on and more along his level. And then for my youngest one, my daughter Eva is two and a half. I'm going to get her Masterbooks. And it's just going to be for fun. It's not really, it's not going to be a daily thing. It's just going to be when she decides that she wants to be a part of doing everything. So that's it. I hope you guys like my little update of what we're planning on doing for our next curriculums. Stay happy and healthy and have a fantastic day.